Welcome to Maths Tech, your source of great learning. Today is the part 9/2 practical exercise on the scientific notation. For those who have just joined now, let me have a quick review of the previous video. Part 9/1. Scientific notation is best represented as n is equal to a multiplied by 10 raised to the power n. This n could be your large value or a very small value. And this a is your decimal representation part, and 10 raised to the power n scientific notation is always based on the powers of the 10. Now this n could be, suppose data take a few examples. 0.003, it means that you have to shift your decimal 1, 2 and 3 places towards the right. And whenever you move your decimal 3 places to the right, now this decimal is going to move first place, second place and third place. Now here it is 3 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 3, and whenever you move your decimal 3 to the right, you always have a negative exponent. Let me take another example. Suppose that I have 0.001 or 14, say. Now I am going to represent it in the scientific notation, and again I am going to move this decimal 3 places to the right. First place, second place, third place. This is my final part. So it will be written as 1.4 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 3. Suppose, let me take another example of a large value, and if I say it is 2470. Now this is a positive whole number. What I am going to do, and the decimal lies over here. Now I'm going to move this decimal towards the left, from right to the left. First point, second point, and this is my last final point 2. So it will be written as 2.470 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 3. Now remember one thing, that here I have got a positive exponent because I'm moving the decimal towards the left side. Let me take another example. Suppose that I have 365,000. Now again the decimal lies over here, and here, from here I'm going to move my decimal towards the left. So it will be one part, 1 point, second point, third point, fourth and final, and the last, that is 3. Now it will be written as 3.65 by 10 raised to the power 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5th. And here now I have got a positive exponent, that is 5 over here. So it was a brief review. Now let's move on towards our exercise. So this exercise comprises of the 20 questions, and I am going to solve the uh, odd number of the questions. Why? Because I want you to practice the even number of the questions, like the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 on your own, and in the next video I'm going to share it with you, the even number of the questions and their solutions. So let me move on towards the question number 1. Now here, let me change the marker. Now here it is 0.003 and it is a small value. Now here I am going to shift this decimal towards the right. My first part, my second and my last, this is my third. So what I am going to write now? Now I move this decimal towards the right, and now I am going to write it as 3 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 3. Why? Because I am moving this decimal 3 places to the right, and whenever I move the decimal towards the right, I always get a negative exponent. Here we have question number 3, 3470. Now it is a positive whole number. What I am going to do, the decimal lies over here, and from here I am going to move this decimal to the first part, second part, and the last, that is 3. So here now I am going to write this as 3.470 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 3 over here. Now here you can easily see that I have got a positive exponent. Why? Because I have moved this decimal 3 places towards the left, and whenever I move the decimal towards the left, it means that I have got a positive exponent over here. Now the fifth question is 0.005930. Now this is a small value, and it means that I am going to move this decimal towards my right. So and and when I am moving this decimal towards the right, it means that I have got a positive exponent. And how I am going to write it? I am going to first I have to see how much places it is moved towards the right. My first place, my second place, and my third and the last place. That is, now I am going to write it as 5.930 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 3. But you can also convert it into, due to this 5.9, you can also say 6 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 3. So this is the question number 5. Now let me change the page and move on to the other questions. Now the question number 7, 0.0000047. Now how I am going to write it? As first of all, I am going to see that this is a small number and the decimal is going to be moved towards the right. So it means that I have got a negative exponent over here. Okay, let's begin. My first point, my second point, my third point, my fourth, my fifth, my sixth, and my seventh point. And this is my last. So I will write it as 4.7 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 7 over here. So here it is. Let me write it again. This is first point, second point, third point, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and the last. So it is 4.7 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 7. This is my answer. Now here is the question number 9. Now it is extremely a large value, 43 billion. So where is the decimal? The decimal is over here, and I am going to move this decimal up to 10 places towards the left over here. And whenever I move my decimal towards the left, it means that I have got a positive exponent. And I will write it as 4.3 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 10 over here. I have got a positive exponent. Okay. Now let me check it again that I have written 10 over here. Is it right or not? My first point, my second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and my final and the resting position is 4. 4.3. So here it is 4.3 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 10. You can also in the beginning of the video I have mentioned about the form of the representing uh, the scientific notation. Let me write it, or let me have a review. It is easily now understandable. A multiplied by 10 raised to the power n. This is your A, and 10 raised to the power n. Obviously the scientific notation is based on the powers of the 10. And this n exponent is the positive exponent or the negative exponent depending on the value, number of the value. Okay, question number 9. Now we shall move on to the question number 11. So here it is 0.0000012. What I am going to do, I am going to first write it as 1.1.2 multiplied by 10. And now I have to see the exponent, how much places it is moved towards the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is the last. So it means 1.2 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 6. I have moved my decimal towards the right to the 6 places, and I have got a negative exponent. So this was the question number 11. Now we shall move on to the question number 13. It is 2998 000 and 00. Here we can easily see that it is a large value and it has got a positive exponent. Why? Because the decimal is over here. Now I'm going to shift this decimal. How many places? My first place, second place, third place, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. So I have shifted this decimal 8 places towards the left. And when I move my decimal 8 places to the left, it means that I have got a positive exponent, and I am going to write it as 2.998 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 8 over here. So you can also write it as 3 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 8 also over here. Due to 9, you can convert this 2 into 3. So here now we have question number 15. It is extremely a large, small value, 0000000000475. Now what I am going to do, I am going to shift this decimal 3, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 places towards the right. So first of all, I will write it as 4.75 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 minus 12. Now I am going to check whether I am right in writing this 12 or not. Okay. My first place, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9th, 10th, 11, and 12, my final part. So I'm right in writing 10 raised to the power minus 12 over here. Now let me change the page. Here I have 17th. It is also a large value, 2131461000000 and 000. Again, I'm going to move my decimal is over here. It is a large value, and how much places that I'm going to move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 places that I am going to move it, and I will write it as 2.131461 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 14 over here, positive exponent. Now let me check whether I am right or wrong about writing this positive exponent. 14 places. Okay, my first place, second place, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13, and this is 14. So I'm right. So this is my final place. So 2.131461 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 14. My last question of the, my last means the 19th question of this exercise, that is 150 billion. Again, the decimal, it is a large value, and I have got a positive exponent over here. And now I'm going to write it as 1.5 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So here it comes 11 over here. I hope that you enjoyed this exercise. And in the next video, I'm going to upload the rest of the questions. I mean to say the even part of this exercise, like 12, 14. You can note it down, so it will help you in exercising on your own, and I will compare it when in the next video. So please hit the bell icon so you can get instant notification about my upcoming videos, and please subscribe to my channel. Stay with me, and you will get and you will be benefited by lots of exercises as well as the experiments that I am going to upload very soon. So thanks for your time.